Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, stuff.
Come on, baby. We here, man. We here. We back. Yeah, y'all tired of seeing me? Yes, I know. Because every time something happens, I'm going to be live. That's what we doing. We don't care. We here again. Put you in the game, Jordan. You in the game. I put you in the game, big dog. Alabama post-practice report. Man, we're getting closer and closer to kickoff. I'm looking at these numbers every time we come through. Y'all know we don't do countdown shows, so like when I look at it, we're in practice. We just completed practice number 13 of 20, getting ready for the fall season. So that means we got basically a week left of practice, regular fall camp, and then we official week 1 preparation and practice. Even though we know, based off our intel and our reports, we know that they're already getting ready for Florida State right now. But talking about right now, where we're sitting at right now, we're literally a week away from actual game 1 prep. And as we're talking, y'all, check what we got. Check what we got. Crimson Tide. Okay, let me see. Here we go. Media. Hines. Here we go. Here we go. We got our report. So we don't have any footage or interviews, no media availability today, but we will have the access to the portal. We just tried to use our old link, or the new link that they sent us, but it's giving us issues. Maybe it's not uploading right now, but it is what it is. Got practice today. We talking about practice, y'all. We talking about practice. Yes, we talking about practice. Listen, tighten up in the chat, man. Continue to like and share. Listen, we hit our 50 plus like goal. We hit our 50 plus like goal. Coming into today's stream. This is the second stream of the day. So let's see if we can hit that 25 before we get done here on the Coach Smook Network. Hey, shout out to the 15 in the chat right now on YouTube. Shout out to the 1 in the chat on Facebook. Shout out to the 17 in the chat on Twitter here at the 10-minute mark. Listen, got some things to report. Y'all know I always put my practice notes and reports on Twitter. And I think that's a pretty solid format that we're going to keep going with here at the Coach Smook Network. Putting my notes out on Twitter and then going back and using that to kind of reference and kind of guide the show, because I think it's a lot more natural feel. Give us that fuel and the flow that we need. Y'all seen my boy Cam Howard. We was just talking about Cam Howard. He just posted some practice footage, some pictures from practice the last few days that he's been able to have taken of himself. I told y'all this secondary room, the depth of rotation there is going to be huge and important for the success of this defense, because I think the more personnel you have that and are able to keep fresh in this defense, especially on the defensive side, y'all, I really truly feel like the more depth you can create, especially on the defensive side, it fares well in this scheme and in this system under Kane Womack and the assistants that he has. So let's go to my practice notes for the day. Let's see if we can get them on the screen here. Get that up here. I'm gonna put it over here. And TikTok, I see y'all. Big homie, I appreciate the gifts. Antonio, I appreciate the gifts, man. Continue to tap that screen. We hit 10K. Listen, let me stop this real quick. We hit 10K likes on our TikTok stream this morning, y'all. 10K likes. 10.1K to be exact. So appreciate y'all for that, TikTok family. Y'all doing what y'all do. Continue to spread the word. Share it up. DM some folks. Let them know your best Alabama football coverage right now is on live. Big homie checking in on Facebook. Joseph Davidson checking in on Facebook. I'm telling y'all, this is a lot of people don't like the way we do it because we don't have like this this cheesy, like professional approach. We barbershop, borderline barbershop talk. But we bring the facts, knowing that we're connected. We right there. Smook, what's good, Joseph? Good to see you, my boy. I see you. Jacob Brooks, I see you. What's up, man? Good to see you on this YouTube site. Mike Jones, Smook, are you doing live game reactions this year? You know it. So the games where we aren't going to be team reporting on the sidelines. We'll be doing our live game watch parties. You all know you got to go to kick.com to get that site. What's up, Dylan? Good to see you. MJ, what's good, man? MJ, I need you to text my phone, bro. Do you have my personal number? We've been needing you for a few meetings. Gotta text me. Get in that Discord chat. I know y'all forget to turn them my mods. I need y'all to have them Discord notifications on this year. Me and Mary J, we was talking after the show early this morning, and it's time to work, chat. It is time to work. My AAA family, all my moderators, we are working, and it kind of caught us off guard. Didn't it, Mary J, about how much movement we have, and we performing at a different level. The numbers are telling it. So in order to have a consistent process, we're going to need some assistance from our team, man. We're going to need some assistance from our supporters. And it's in the simplest way, by just liking and sharing the stream. What's up, Rondo? Good to see you in that chat. Roll Tide, man. Roll Tide to everybody on the YouTube side. Roll Tide to everybody on the TikTok side. Listen, Antonio, I see you working already over there as a mod. Got the AAA emojis popping up. I can't wait till they integrate TikTok so we can get y'all's the chat on the screen. Let me see. I might be able to do something slick real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. Just so y'all know that TikTok actually be putting in work. Yeah, y'all see them, man. TikTok be doing their thing, boy. They be doing that thing, man. Big homie Antonio, I see y'all liking it, sharing, getting the gifts submitted. So y'all comments, I could slick bring y'all comments up like this when y'all comment on TikTok. It'll just be about, chat rate and all that stuff. TikTok has a crowd where you don't see a lot of chat. So it's kind of hard to pull the chat screen up there. But got some love being shown on that side. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get into the conversation. So you all know we try to get like the first 15 minutes to let everybody get in and get settled. James Love, roll tide, man. Yeah, Jordan said after band camp. You already know. Yeah, I got you. Hey, somebody messaged MJ my personal number, one of my mods. Y'all got it. James Love, what's good? Roll tide, man. Tally for the game. I'm not going to be in Tallahassee. I'm surprised you weren't here for that live. I already said we got plans. We're going to try to link up with the AAA family that's going to be available. That's not going to the game. Going to try to link up with y'all at a specific location to watch the game, and we'll try to do a live stream from that location. We got you. So yeah, man, I hate that I can't. I wanted to. Things change though. Got to finish moving to our new place, or setting up in the new place and getting settled in. Yeah, I know I got my son, boss, my seventh child, biological child. That's my son. Now that's, y'all know I'm a pup dad again. I'm a doggy dad. So here on the Coach Smook Network, let's get into our post practice report, and let's talk some Bama football, getting you all some reports. We'll get our notes posted here, and then we'll also get into these topics of discussion for today. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Somebody's put in the chat, say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's do it, baby.
You talking about Jalen Miro and the Pips?
Hey, y'all have to excuse me, man. I be forgetting we got so many different segues and stuff. I picked the wrong one, Mary J. I forgot. We got to use the smooth school one. I'm going to do a new one, though. That's 10 seconds. Ain't long enough. I ain't going to be able to transition good enough. It's going to be looking raggedy like a soup sandwich, looking like somebody else podcast on this mug. We ain't trying to do that. We trying to be good. We trying to deliver. See, listen, today on the Smook Scoop, man, of course, I have my reliable sources. If y'all want to know who my sources is, y'all going to have to pay for it. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all pay them other guys to hide stuff from y'all. I'm not hiding nothing from y'all, man. So support an entrepreneur, support a growing content creator, support a insider that's really working and learning the business. We actually start school for our sports management and sports media. We're going to get some education in that and try to get our degrees and our bachelor's done. Finally picking a field of study. But jumping into the conversation today, I want to talk about some of the things that I was able to pull from the conversations that I had today. And I'm starting off with this whole thing, man. Let me see. Can we get a better view? There we go. And we're live, yes. After today's practice, number 13, I think we're seeing the stats value of game planning and player development and talent evaluation. So, and I said this because coming from the conversations, all the names, that we're mentioning, it's like a wide variety of names and different positions being mentioned. Shout out to C Bama for tapping in. Roll tide to you. Good to see you. But I think now that we're getting into practice number 13, this is, you got 11, 12 full practices. Well, basically 10 full practices with full pads, or at some point of another year extensive in your game planning and your evaluation. And I don't think this staff wants to waste 2 scrimmage weeks or 2 weeks in the scrimmage to really start solidifying game planning into Florida State. Kind of like what they had to do last year. We all know the quarterback battle with Jalen Miro and Ty Simpson went into, the start of the season. Basically, nobody really having the for sure who QB1 was going to be up until the week of game week when Coach Kalen DeBoer decided to announce it. Nick Sheridan echoed it. But I think this year with Ryan Grubb being here, knowing what the offense style of play calling needs to be, we've seen this staff's ability to really set things in order and then to evaluate from that standpoint, and the development of each player at these positions because of their evaluation standpoints and their evaluation key points, or whatever you want to call them, for each player. you can see guys taking notes. You can see guys taking mental notes and applying and rolling over technique changes and mechanics and things that need to be applied on a consistent basis so that they can give their themselves an opportunity. And then just the overall play calling stance. From a play calling stance, the pace of play calling is going to be important on the offensive side this season, because I think the defense, the aggressive nature of the defense is going to provide so many extra opportunities on the offensive side of the ball that you're going to have to control the pace of the game from the offensive side. A lot of times we think the defense is one of those things where you're going to have to be able to speed or slow the game down. But I think the offense in this style of play calling on both sides, the offense will have the needle leaning towards them a little bit more than the defensive side. So yeah, what's up? My boy Big Bama Brand said, yeah, get them thumbs up. Please do. We don't beg for much around here. We don't beg for super chats and none of that, but we beg for likes. And speaking of we beg for likes, man, listen, don't forget to go and get your merch. If you have not gotten your merch, you tripping. If you have not gotten that merch, you tripping. Mary J, tell them we got some fire out here now. We got some fire. And yes, you see the hoodie. We beg for likes. Go get you one of these We Beg for Likes hoodies. We got 25% off. So that $47.54 you talking about what? What's 25% of 50, right? You figure that out, and then you subtract that from the total. The shipping is cheapest we can get it from, with the most quality production as far as the quality of product. You see, this is a unisex hoodie. This one right here is more so. I feel like this one right here is because of the logo, the color of the logo on the different prints. You got white on gray, and then we also got the red on white. We got the crimson on white. So that's gonna be fire. Y'all make sure y'all go and check out the merch site and check out these hoodies, check out the t-shirts, all that good stuff we got coming for y'all, man. All the good merch. Make sure y'all go rock it. And then Put Me in the Game t-shirts, man. We got them in 3 different colors. Got black, got white, of course we got gray. Look at that authenticity above all logo on the back of the Put Me in the Game shirts. That junk fire. Come on now. Show your boy some love, man. Support the content, support the network. Purchasing this merch, it'll definitely help us grow in a way that we've seen help before. Last year we were able to, because of merch sales, we were able to pay for some quote unquote supporters that weren't even didn't purchase their tickets to the tailgate party. We was able to support them through our merch sales and purchase some tickets for those quote unquote supporters that weren't able to purchase the tickets and but were able to show up for the tailgate. And we had a good time. And so all you got to do, if you really want to get some merch and you want to get to it on your own, you can hit the exclamation mark and type in merch, exclamation mark merch, and this link will pop up with Botrix. That link will take you to the merch website, and you can go on that bad boy and buy it up, man. All y'all big money folks that support the Coach Smook Network, go buy it up. We want to see a whole bunch of Coach Smook Network, AAA family branding and content and merch all over the place. We've already seen some in the state of Alabama. I've seen some people with some of our tailgate party shirts. It's crazy because how did you get them? And I've seen, of course, my family, they bought up the first red letter, white letter lineup. They blew that thing out the water. And we just want to continue to support. So I appreciate y'all. Now, back to our topic of conversation for today. We're talking about Alabama post-practice reports. And I keep going and alluding to this statement because I want everybody to remember I said it. You know, Cam Calhoun, getting him in the portal was huge. But to see him roll over into this scheme, into this system, defensive play calling style, the pass rush should, just because of his presence and his extensive coverage ability, being able to man up with just about every body type of DB, a wide receiver or tight end or running back, being able to provide quality coverage, but also he's a solid tackler, man. One thing about this secondary that I think is carried over more so than the previous 2 years is the physicality. The impact of the physicality has picked up a lot. And Cam Calhoun is a guy in the secondary. We're going to hear his name a lot. You're going to have to choose between trying on a 70%, 75% clip. You're going to have to choose between trying Xavier Brown, Damani Jackson on the perimeter, or take your chances with guys that can really play underneath and dive on underneath passes and play IQ ball. Have a lot of instincts. We heard Coach Kane Womack talking about a lot of the defensive backs showing their ability to play with their instincts a lot more fluently in this system. And I spoke on this Tuesday morning before the defensive interviews, how having year 2 in this system would allow a lot of your aggressive ball hawk type DBs to have a lot of success because they're understanding what's being asked of them. What's the assignment in each play call? It's not necessarily to drop to cover the hook curl zone or to drop to this certain depth. What am I reading off the snap based off the guard's first steps and based off the slot receiver's release? What are we reading? Based off film study, what are they telegraphing to us so that I can anticipate? Anticipation and reaction are two different things. Anticipating is I see a cue and I'm going to jump it because that's what I've seen happen before. I'm going to guess. I'm going to anticipate this call just because I've seen. But reacting is the ability to see it happening, and the quicker you're able to respond to that instance happening, that's where you see success. And this staff believes that their secondary, their linebackers, everybody when it comes to coverage are reacting a lot faster than they were last year. And it's got a lot to do with language, pre-snap alignment, and all of that. So looking at the secondary, the rotation is consistent with Brown and Damani Jackson being on the boundary, having Cam Calhoun come in as basically your nickel corner, the rover position. I love seeing him. We're going to see a lot of teams that run 4 wide receiver sets heavy. So seeing him, whether you got him on the boundary or in on the interior, playing your number 2 receiver on either side, you're confident in the coverage. And then you got guys like Zay Mincy that you can walk down from the safety position. You got Dre Kirkpatrick in that room that you can body up with your tight ends. You got guys that just cover well on all body types, like Bray Hubbard on the 2nd and 3rd level. So I love the secondary rotation right now. Sab, Hubbard over top. You got the 3 guys across the mid-level of the defense, and Jackson, Calhoun, and Brown. Guys that are interchangeable as far as their alignment because they provide quality coverage from each spot on the field. Keep number 9 out there. His performance during practice has been something to be highlighted and to continue to speak on from multiple reports saying the same thing about Cam Calhoun, the Utah transfer. Looking at the wide receiver depth, how important it is. So you might get reports, and I don't think there was an injury. Now that we've had those conversations, it's just about getting the depth correct. How many guys can we get on the same page? Jeremy Bernard, Ryan Williams, not seen with the 2s as much today. I mean, not seen as much with the 1s, but seen a lot of activity of like with the 2s, mixing it with some of the 3s, with Russell and some of those guys coming in with the 2s, Austin Mack, seeing these guys getting worked in on different team pass scales, drills, and things of that nature. It lets me know that this staff understands the importance of depth development this season. Last year, it took 2 or 3 games for guys past the first 4 receivers to really get in a groove and start affecting the game, whether it was in route running, decoy, blocking, whatever. There was a lot of drop passes. There was a lot of misreads from the quarterback, wide receiver connection, quarterback tight end connection that we should not see this year because of one, familiarity, but you have more so of your position coaches, Nick Sheridan working with quarterbacks, Ryan Grubb overseeing some of that, Jamarcus Shepard working with wide receivers, Kalen DeBoer and his expertise over the wide receivers and being able to communicate what you want to see from that position. Coach Cap and Coach Ellis coinciding with tight ends and offensive line blocking schemes and techniques and mechanics, right? And then your running back room, pass pro was a key thing that they wanted to work on in the offseason, not necessarily the guys running because you have all the skill sets and feel like you can run just about any run zone scheme or any run blocking scheme. With the running backs you have, you got an opportunity for positive things to happen. So the depth at wide receiver is huge and important coming into practice number 13 because I think this weekend, fall scrimmage number 2, this weekend, you will see more so of the 2s and the 3s get opportunities to showcase what they can do impact wise. And I mean like 2s at specific positions. Wide receiver is going to be, you're going to probably hear a lot more reports about opportunities, guys making best of opportunities like Latsier Brooks, Mbakwe, Cole Adams, Jalen Hill, those guys having the opportunity to make impact plays or big plays this upcoming scrimmage because of the load that's going to be asked of them going into scrimmage number 2. Now, day 2, officially as being QB1, Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson has not only has his confidence going through the roof, but the team's confidence in his leadership ability. And I'm gonna be unbiased, just like I was when Jalen Monroe took over. and he wasn't being named. I always had my worries about what happens when the pass game isn't flowing for Jalen Murray or the protection isn't flowing. Does the offense stop? And we saw that transpire last year. But because of his ability to make plays with his legs, he bailed us out a few of those times. Coming into this season, I think the level of confidence in protecting Ty Simpson, because I think we forget to factor that in. Jalen Murray was one of those quarterbacks where you didn't know if he was going to try to ride it out of being in the pocket and maximizing his protection, or he was going to hit the check down at too late, or was he going to tuck the ball in and get upfield because of his athleticism? So as an offensive lineman, you're always on edge. You're not fluid in how you need to protect. I think with this group of quarterbacks, Ty's confidence and his ability and his desire to stay in the pocket, it promotes offensive lineman. Hey, I got to block for 4 seconds so I can give him the best chance. And that confidence is being displayed, and that demand, that level of expectation is being communicated to the offensive line. I've had the opportunity of speaking with 2 or 3 offensive linemen on roster, and that's one thing that we continue to hear. They echo, hey, he hold us accountable more than anything. Even your second group guys that get work with Ty Simpson, they tell you his ability to hold everybody accountable, but because he's been able to deliver consistently throughout practice. He's been able to deliver it. That doesn't mean he has all the big plays or his delivery, his execution, and his understanding of what this offense wants to do is huge. And the confidence going into the first game, especially it being an away game, a talented spread, a bunch of talent on paper on Florida State's defense. Now you're losing some veteran guys. You see guys dismissed from the team. Guys, the defense coordinator said guys not doing it, but that's probably a luxury for Alabama coming against Florida State. They are talented on the defensive side. You're going to see the secondary test our passing game, and you're going to see how Ty Simpson handles that type of pressure. I'm excited to see if that confidence can roll over. I believe, and I'm probably on more of a 75, 80% clip as far as my confidence in those things rolling over, because we've seen where guys like Blake Barnett had it from head to toe. When you first turn on the film, you're like, okay, he's my guy. He can do it. He's the next quarterback. But when that perfect practice player gets thrown into the fire and can't turn it over and roll it over until you see what happens and how the breakdown affects the team's whole psyche. So Ty Simpson, roll it over to the field, that same confidence. Just like Coach Grubb said, don't change anything that you've been doing, because that's what's earned you the position. If you can carry that over to the field, what you expect from a 4th-year guy? This guy's been on campus for 4 years. He's not a redshirt freshman like Blake Barnett was. He's not limited in the passing game like Jalen Hurts was and Jalen Murray was. With as long as he's had those 4 years, I think he should have enough composure to really lead this offense. I think we're in a great position. Hope Ty is durable. It's going to be a long season. He's going to get hit. I don't think so, Mike Jones. Michael Penix was one of the least pressured offense quarterbacks in the league in 2023. Go do your research. That quick game that Ryan Grubb likes to get this offense into, especially with the extension of the pass game, the screen game out of the backfield, Ty Simpson shouldn't get touched much. If he's getting touched a lot this season, it's because we have an issue on the offensive line. And if we have an issue on the offensive line, we can expect some bumps and bruises early on in the season. And I think Ty Simpson is probably more set up than anybody in the SEC as far as the front that's in front of him. Best thing about it is we have capable backups 100% everywhere across the field. 80, 89, 87, 18, 85, tight end, H-back rotation. I'm telling y'all right now, those 5 numbers right there, you got Josh Cuevas, you got 89, that's Brody Dalton. You got 87, which is Danny Lewis. You got 18, which is Marshall Pritchard, and 85, which is Jack San Marco. I might have got those two mixed up, San Marco and Brody. No, Brody Dalton is 89. 85 is Jack San Marco. I truly believe by week 2, we'll know who that 4-man impactful rotation is going to be and who will be the odd man out. By week 2, Florida State, the middle of their defense got eaten alive. Tony White, I think that's his name. Tony White is the defensive coordinator. I've watched him in some of his coordinating games, and I can't really say to where his play calling style forms, but defense is where he's had the bulk of defensive play calling responsibilities. I've seen the middle of the defense get eaten alive. Get eaten alive. You look at where he was when he was a defensive coordinator during COVID, the beginning of COVID at Syracuse, up until he left. The reason why I believe he had to lose that position or they replaced him is because of his inability to guard the middle of the field in the passing game. The interior run game had much success against him at Nebraska, running the ball in between the tackles, right? So his career, I mean, nowhere has he been where he's been kind of like a dominant play caller as far as scheming up the defense. You know, I look back even now, just looking at his coaching experience, Arizona State 2018 to 2019, he was, I mean, their secondary and their pass defense was horrible. And you're talking about starting week 1 against a hyped up vertical passing scheme style offense. Going to spread the ball out laterally in the run game, going to try to get to the perimeter in the run game. But then you got to deal with tight ends that's going to be able to stretch you in the middle field. Like Josh Cuevas, deceptive 4.5, 4.6 speed. Got Brody Dalton, deceptive 4.6, 4.7 game speed, right? Looking at Marshall Pritchett, he's a big X wide receiver in the tight end body. He's going to give you sub 4.5 speed coming from the tight end position. And we're just talking about guys getting in and out of routes. You don't see big blocky tight ends like Danny Lewis flooding this or their style of stiff route running in his tight end room. Danny Lewis, a physical specimen, but not as nimble and as athletic when it comes to route running and style of running as the other guys in that room. So it's going to be crazy to see this tight end group and the rotation, what it pans out to be. The H-back, I feel like it's going to be using a lot of pre-snap motion, check downs, all of that stuff in that nature. So guys that can get the ball in their hands and break tackles and make moves and get yards after catch is what we're going to see. Rico, appreciate you for coming through and dropping the like on the Facebook side of things, man. Y'all continue to show love, man. We live on Coach Smook page on Facebook and my personal page on Facebook. Here at the 35-minute mark. But like I said, that tight end rotation, I think we're going to know week 2 against UALM what that rotation is going to look like. Same thing with a lot of the other positions, running back, the wide receiver position, the solidified, target number rotation of guys getting, 15 plus reps, total between those position groups. I think right there at the running back position, you're going to see a solid 4-man rotation with a 20, like I said, 60, 20, 10, 10 split every game. I think the running back room, the wide receiver room, you'll see a solid 7-man rotation as far as guys being able to get targeted on a impactful clip, 3 to 5 targets with 30 plus pass attempts a game. You can have 7 different receivers, or let's say total 8 or 9 total receivers a game. And those numbers look decent, right? Starting O-line, staying consistent. Left tackle, Caden Proctor. Left guard, Gino Vandermark. Center, Parker Brelsford. Right guard, Jaden Roberts. Right tackle, Wilkin Formby. With with Cam Dewberry being your second guard or your first guard off the bench. First guard off the bench is Cam Dewberry. And this is a quality offensive line rotation. I think Cam Dewberry takes over at some point during the season at the left guard position. But to start the season off, I think Gino has done enough to earn that first snap look or whatever. And if we have to make adjustments in game, you already have that there. Inside linebacker rotation is official. Deontay Lawson and Kyle Green are your starters. Justin Jefferson, your first guy off of that, and especially in that Mike room. Talking about all 3 of those guys being able to flip-flop and pay that Mike position. So when Lawson goes out, Jefferson goes in at the wheel, the Kyle Green goes to that Mike linebacker room, and that Mike position, and you see a good flow in communication because you got 3 veteran guys that can give you calls and set the defense up from the middle of the defense. You don't have a drop off like last year where Lawson and Campbell, if they're not in the game, you don't feel confident in who's out there making adjustments for your inside linebackers and getting guys set up. You don't have to move Quay Russaw to that position. Now you have more communication and reassurance and communication because you got Quay Russaw
on the edge doing something that he was asked to do in the middle of the field as an inside linebacker with that experience. You also got guys like Ja Latham in the edge rushing room that can do that. A lot of your vocal communication is going to come from the inside linebacker room, but it's good when you have guys who've had experience at that position that can play around the field. So the inside linebacker rotation looking solid with Deontay Lawson, Nakai Hill Green, Justin Jefferson, QB Reese, and Abdul Sanders all getting a lot of reps between the ones and the twos. Seeing these guys getting in work, man, getting opportunities in the teams periods, that's huge. That's huge for us. And then jumping into a little bit conversation talking about the game plan against Florida State. Like I said, man, we kind of talked about it a little bit when talking about the tight ends. But I think the way to attack Tony White and his defensive play calling, because he's going to play a lot of man, and on the back end being the defensive pass game coordinator and all his experience, I think he wants to have a focus on making sure his alignments in the secondary. Appreciate you, Jordan, for tapping in. I think he wants to make his alignments in the secondary look more confusing than instead of just playing it straight up. I don't know how many times we'll see 5 wide set from Alabama in this game one, but I guarantee you Tony White is very fearful of seeing a 5 wide set right now at Florida State. He's very fearful of that because the skill sets that you have available at Alabama, even if you have a tight end as your slot or you split him like Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb like they do and place him as your number 1 receiver on the boundary, you're going to create some crazy mismatches against a team like Florida State with a lot of individual talent, but how quickly have they brought it together? They got less than 16 days to figure it out and create depth behind it. We know first week cramps, all of that stuff is a factor. We're playing in Tallahassee, Florida. It's going to be pretty hot. Guarantee you at 2:30 in the afternoon, it's going to be hot in Doak Campbell Stadium. I can't wait to see it. So here at the 40-minute mark, little Smook scoop, man. Any players, anybody that y'all want to know about, put it in the comments, man. Let me know. I'll answer some live right now. I'll respond to some live. But if you're watching this post live, put some comments in the chat. Let me know what you want to find out. We'll talk about it on tomorrow's post-practice report. As a matter of fact, where's my emails at? Let's see. Good afternoon. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. All right, y'all. Let me get this for us real quick. I'm gonna do something. Did we run our how to join again, Mary J? Did we run it twice already? If not, let's take a moment and look at this video and how to join the AAA family, because we want y'all to be a part of this Smook scoop whenever we have personal videos or like stuff that we don't want everybody knowing. There's a members only video out right now that I think if y'all go and look at it, look at some of the storylines that's going to come out today after today's practice. We did this members only video yesterday. This members only live yesterday. So I encourage you, if you are not a member, it's $2.99. We're not charging you $7.99 or $9.99 or $11.99, whatever they charging over there nowadays. $2.99 to support and help independent product grow. That's all we asking for. You helping the independent product grow. So now that the reason why you pay $2.99, because we want to be able to advertise it here in 3 months. We want to be able to advertise it. And right now, as a quote unquote single father, right? I have to manage my personal funding on a different level. I'm starting over. So y'all are really helping when y'all support that way with our memberships. Everything that you pour into the Coach Smook Network is what is it called? Recycled through the Coach Smook Network. We don't use any of that for our personal gain. We hustle on the outside to do our personal stuff. But what you pour into this channel is what's being poured back into the channel. So I appreciate every member, every super chat, every direct donation. Y'all, I'm not gonna tell y'all again. Don't be scared of direct dono. Don't be scared of direct dono. I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you out when you direct dono. I appreciate that. Derek Meadows, he wants to know about Derek Meadows. Derek Meadows is a process, man. He's a product, a developing product. Somebody that's going with his skill set and his route running. That's something that he needs to develop heavily. Now, his catch radius and his natural athletic ability, that's something we can't take from him, but definitely has to become a better route runner and more consistent with his catching. Got to be more physical at 6'5", 210, 215. Got to be a lot more physical and effective in the run blocking. And I think he's adapting. I can't say that just yet. You might hear something Saturday. Hold on, y'all. We're good, chat. We're in there, chat. We're in there, chat. Let me see. I think I'm in there, chat. Y'all, let me see. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all, we in there. Hold on, chat. Let me get us straight. Let's see what footage we got from today's practice. Here we go, chat. I got y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I gotta make sure I type this in. And then hold on, is that right? Type the right password in. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get y'all the juice. I'm sorry. Is it mine? Is it mine? What? All right, let's do this. Let's see. Why is it not working? All right, y'all. I'm gonna try it one more time. That should be valid, right? All right, we in that chat. I got y'all. What's today? The 13th, right? Here we go. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So we got some juice coming for y'all. I got some juice. Roll Tide, James. I got y'all, man. I got y'all. What's up, Mary? Deb, what's good, Deb? I see you. Greetings. What's up, my boy? What's up with my boy Quay? Listen, Corey, you know what? Quay is probably the quiet. Y'all remember Chris Braswell a few years ago? I ain't gonna say I feel like his production is gonna be higher than Braswell, but you remember how we weren't giving Braswell a lot of attention that last season, and he was such an impact. I think Quay, because of all of everything he's done for the first 2 years, the growth that he's had, there's not a lot of attention directed towards him, but on the field, just wait. Look at how the defensive scheme and the play calling is going to be, the aggressive nature of what Kane Womack wants to do. Just watch how it pans out for guys like Quay. Just watch how it pans out for guys like Quay. All right, y'all, we got a few more seconds. I'm trying to see, trying to see something. So we're gonna go ahead and download this app that they want us to download. We in there. Yeah, we in there now. Okay. We will in a second. Got 18 seconds left for this files to download. Come on, y'all. Y'all want to see the pictures from yesterday's practice? I think that's what it is. All photos and footage available. All right, let's see. All right, that's that. Fall camp scrimmage. Yeah, we got all that now. So once they update it, we'll bring it to y'all. Yeah. What's today? The 14th. So we'll once they get the 14th up here, we'll have it. All right, so we're good. All right, we got that footage there. So let's see what we can do. Here, let me see if I got something. Let's see what we working with here, chat. Can I do something with this? Are they? Oh no, I don't want to do it like that. That's too many. That's whack. That's way too many. Too many windows. All right, so what I'll do is real quick, Mary J. What I'm gonna do is, did we run the infomercial yet? Hey, let's run that infomercial. Let's run that infomercial, Mary J. Take the banner off, run the infomercial, and I'm gonna do a quick video. I'm gonna put together a quick for the pictures and stuff. So go ahead and run that. We'll be right back after this message, chat. I got it.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Get in, bring it in chat, bring it in real quick. I'm gonna try something real quick, and then hopefully it's not acting up too bad to where we can't do it the right way. Let's stop the screen share real quick. Let's share that screen. Are these all showing up? Okay, perfect. This might work out. So I think y'all would want to see this one first. Images and things from yesterday's practice. Keelan Russell, y'all see that boy done put on some weight, man. That boy done put on some weight, chat. That boy done put on some chat. Hey, listen. Something that I truly believe is going to separate this year's offense from last year's is definitely the depth in the quarterback room. And a lot of people, they're going to get mad when I say stuff like this, but I think we're in a better position this year in the quarterback room, not because of Ty Simpson, not because Jalen Milroe's gone, but I think we just in a better position because of the type of quarterback coaching that we have available here at Alabama. Is more so of a skill set thing for me when it comes to these coaching staff. So I'm excited to see it from that angle, more so than everybody wants to make it about a certain player. I think the staff is the reason why we're going to see a successful squad presentation. Here we go. Yeah, somebody was asking about Derek Meadows earlier. I think that's Derek. Yeah, that looks like Derek Meadows right there, going up, making a high point of pass and catching the ball. Like to see it. Bray Hubbard versus Ryan Williams working out of that slot. This was early in the ones. This is something that I been talking about. That iron sharpening iron. That whole aspect of things going through right now. Check this out. Ryan Williams, Bray Hubbard, putting in work, man. This was your day before your this was a post full practice pass. So this is one of those days, man. You see them guys working on ones right here in this system. Bray Hubbard, man. I can't wait to see this guy continue to advance since from last year. That just everything looking different with his approach to the game. More so from a standpoint, y'all, that I think his presence last year was solidified because of how he, the way he approached the game. Let me see. Get this picture of Isaiah Horton up. Y'all know this is one of my favorite spots on the field, the wide receiver room. Isaiah Horton putting in work, man. You see the GAs putting the pads on him, sitting there, make sure he's fight through that contact, securing the ball. That's a big body receiver, 6'4", 210, 215. Can move. Yeah. I think this dude right here, Isaiah Horton, is going to be a freaking problem for the Bama Nation. I mean, for opponents. Let's get another one in there. A shot of Kalen DeBoer and Ty Simpson and 89. I keep telling y'all, watch out for 89. That's my guy, Brody Dalton. Look who he's out there with. He's lined up at the tight end position. He's out there with the first group. I'm telling y'all, he's out there with the first group. You look at the edge rusher right there. That looks like that's not edge rusher. That's somebody in the overhang. That's Zay Mincy at the Husky position. Right? That's a solid angle to tell you kind of what's happening with this offense right now. 89-15 in the backfield as QB1, Ty Simpson. Coach Kalen DeBoer standing behind him, intently paying attention. Most of these media shots are happening in the first 30 minutes of practice, first 30, 45 minutes of practice. So you're going to see a lot of first group shots. And a lot of these, you're going to see a lot of these rotations with their actual personnel groupings out there together. So another shot coming up. Let me see. Find another one. We got a picture of Ty. Got Isaiah out here. Somebody that I'm excited about this season, I think is going to have an opportunity to really showcase what they got going on and how they're going to be able to impact the game and really solidify their draft stock. 3rd or 4th round type guy that gets on a roster and finds value and creates a longevity of a career for himself. Justin Jefferson on that defensive side. That linebacker room, I'm telling y'all, a lot of people are sleeping on our linebacker room because of the lack of production over the past few years. But I be one to say that I like where we sit. I like where we sit right now. In this picture, one of my favorite guys on the roster, just as a person, as an athlete, as a player. Talking about that guy, Jam Miller, man. I love this young man. Jam, during interviews, was probably one of the most receptive and easy to talk to guys. I keep telling y'all, I don't know if he's really like 210, 215. I feel like he's more so in the 220 area, 225 range. I can't wait to see what his skill set brings. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna go to this picture because I keep talking about him. I don't know if this is number 7 or number 3. This looks like Deshaun Jones. This looks like Deshaun Jones, but I'm not sure. But Alabama DBs in there working playing the ball at the highest point. That's something that you're going to hear a lot of them talk about when you talk to the Alabama DBs. High pointing the ball, being aggressive on attacking the ball in the air, making sure that we're making the pass hard to catch for the wide receivers, right? Dre Washington, number 20 out of the backfield. Isn't Dre Washington number 20, chat? You see him working with Coach G right here. Let me pull that one up next. Dre Washington. Working the bags right there, getting through the tight spots, powering through, using the legs, protecting the ball, getting behind the shoulder pads, learning how to get behind them shoulder pads, keep the head up, stop ducking their head, trying to run people over. Keep that head up. I like that, Dre. He looks like a block too, man. I love the running back work that Coach Gillespie puts these running backs through. If you're a running back at the high school level and you think that and you don't think that Alabama's the place to go because of the change in offense. You're sadly mistaken because you still have one of the best running back developers in the college football at that school, and it's been proven. Just look at the proof is in the pudding. All right, next up, exciting duo that we're going to have years to watch, years to come. None other than that boy K Dot handing the ball off to AK Deer. This is something that we're going to be seeing in the future a lot. I think the Bama staff gets excited seeing these guys being forced to sit behind some veterans and develop, not having to be called on. Like a lot of young players at Tennessee are going to be called on this season. And I don't think they're necessarily ready, but they are talented. They're going to have talent at Tennessee, and they're going to have to be able to produce if Tennessee wants to be in the runners for playoff runners or anything like that. They're going to have to be able to produce. And that's kind of a lot to ask for a young team, young guys that's coming into collegiate football, especially in the SEC. Shout out to the 24 likes on the stream. We need one more like on the YouTube side to get to our 25 like goal. That's a great comparison. Appreciate that, Tonio. Appreciate that over there on the TikTok side. Appreciate the comments. Y'all continue to tap that screen for me on TikTok. I don't know where the like number is, but keep running it up. We want to hit another 4K, 5K type stream right here on TikTok. Where else we at, chat? What other spots we see? Somebody else on the offensive side that I'm excited about. Number 9, man. Y'all know what's crazy? Last year we saw Richard Young and who was number 9? Mbakwe. Mbakwe rocked the number 9 on defense. Mbakwe switched to number 3 this year, right? Do y'all think I'm gonna go down to this official weight? Because I don't think Rich is less than 220. They keep putting his weight at 220. Nah, he's at 212. I don't think he's less than 220. I don't think he's less than 220 because maybe in this picture here, let me pull it up real quick. I'm sorry, I ain't even got the picture up for y'all. Maybe in this picture here, he looks a little bit 220, and that would explain the reason why all these reports are coming out about him looking very explosive in his first step this season. Yeah, look, here it is. Here it is right here. Rich. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I still think that's 225 frame, right? He looks about 225, 5'11", 6 foot. That still look like a 225 frame. And I know that was the one thing that he wanted to stay in that 220, 225. He didn't want to go past that coming into college. And I think his frame supports what this style of offense needs, right? Him, Dre, and Jam are the prototypical guys that you utilize in this offensive scheme. Daniel Hill, more on the bigger side of the backs at 6'1", 240. But I think for the every down back, Dre, Rich, and Jam Miller, they all fit that mold. They're right in that range of 215 to 225. And but Rich, man, I'm telling y'all, expect a huge year from him. Expect a huge year from him. I'm talking about quality reps, quality showing in spots of the field that we didn't have last year with this running back room, only because of the simple fact that these guys are getting opportunities now. And I want to say this right here. I want to kind of close this off with the defensive backs receiving so much attention coming into the off season or coming into this season. I want to share this little clip or this photo of the top guy from last year's freshman class. Honestly, if you talk about statistics, Xavier Brown, man, going up, high pointing the ball. You see Keon Sabb in the background there. Just looking at him high point the ball there, continue to just hone in those skills and just continue to be professionals, approaching the game as a professional. You heard Kane Womack talk about his approach to the game last year as a true freshman, how he made freshman mistakes but didn't carry those freshman mistakes out or go through those freshman mistakes as if they were going to be things that hold them back. So love to hear it, love to see it. Coach Shep, I can show one more, y'all. I got to show some love to my tight ends. Got to show some love. I mean, not my tight ends, my wide receivers. Got Jeremy Bernard working routes here with Coach Shep. You see Cole Adams behind him. See Lachier Brooks behind behind Cole Adams. So a lot of things, and this is what I'm saying. When I look at these type of pictures and these type of drifts, look at the guys that's in line right now. You see Isaiah Horton in the back. You're probably going to see the likes of Ryan Williams probably rolling up behind him in some video clip. And then Jeremy Bernard is probably the third guy. You got guys that work in a different position. Jalen Hale working in some of the slots points. Like this to me is just showing you like, okay, you're a boundary guy. Let's do boundary receiver work. And if you're a slot guy, come over and get some slot guy. I see Lachie Brooks on the boundary. There's the speed set that I've always imagined since signing this group and getting this group of wide receivers, the finalized group of wide receivers. I told you all, I believe there's truly a speed set. Not necessarily have the height, but you got 3 or 4 guys, 5 guys in this wide receiver room that are 4'4", sub 4'3" guys in this wide receiver room. Jalen Bachway, you got Ryan Williams, you got Cole Adams, you got Lachie Brooks, you got Bubba Hampton in this room. Guys that can really stretch the field and get vertical and get in and out of their breaks quick. Rico Scott is right there on that 4'4". He's not a burner, not somebody that's going to take the top off the defense, but definitely don't want to see him one-on-one on the open side of the field. You don't want to leave him one-on-one if you're a defensive coordinator with your second or third best cover guy. So I would like to see, and I've seen these different personnel groupings of like Ryan Williams, Jalen Bachway, Lachie Brooks, Jeremy Bernard, or Ryan Williams, Cole Adams, Jalen Bachway, and Rico Scott, Lachie Brooks, Cole Adams, and Jeremy Bernard. Like your shifty guys that can get in and out of the breaks quick, can get the ball and really take the ball with the ball in their hands and create yards after the catch, big explosive plays. You're going to see a lot of those guys personnel wise grouped together. And when you want to stretch the ball downfield, you want to take those 50-50 chances. You got guys like Ryan Williams, you got Isaiah Horton, you got Jeremy Bernard, you got Jalen Hale in that wide receiver room. So good to see some of these clips, man, today. And hopefully today, that hour and 15 minutes of post-practice coverage and reporting, you all was able to enjoy it here with the Smook Scoop, Alabama post-practice report on the Coach Smook Network. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that, man. If you enjoyed it, give it up for yourselves. Give it up for the effort put into it by our team, man, getting everything together. We're continuing to hone in our post-practice coverage and provide that quality coverage that you all love here on the Coach Smook Network. So with that being said, don't forget, check out the merch lineup. Think about becoming a member of the AAA family. Shout out to all of our sponsors, man. We thank you. We thank you for supporting the Coach Smook Network and supporting the vision that we're pushing here. And as we continue, y'all, I gotta show this. This is how y'all know your boy don't be lying about stuff. I be trying to tell y'all, man, when we get guys back on the field, it's a reason why I say this, and it's not because of pictures or anything. My people talk, and they talk to me, and when they talk to me, I listen. Caden Proctor back out there. If you look at the angle of this picture, where does it look like he's lined up at? Is that right tackle or left tackle? We heard this, and this is the practice pictures from yesterday. We heard about some offensive linemen showing back up and creating some movement on the offensive line where they were trying stuff out. Now, there were some snaps from right tackle. There were some snaps from left tackle. I've been saying this. A lot of people think I'm crazy to think that they're still moving across the front 5. Coach Cap did this throughout the whole season last year. Coach Kalen DeBoer loves that idea to have 7 or 8 guys ready to go at any spot on the offensive line. Why not? Game planning. You don't know what happens week 1 going into the season. What it look like, Jason? What it look like? What it look like? I think I did, MJ. AK did remind me of Cam Akers, who was at Florida State running back. It's funny that you said that because we were literally watching the Alabama-Florida State game from 2017. Look like right tackle, don't it? If you ask me, that look like right tackle. But then again, if that's 92, that means that's is that Beeman 92? Is that Beeman 92? I believe that's Jeremiah Beeman. If that's Beeman 92, then that means he's lined up on the, yeah, that's Beeman. So that's the defensive tackle. That's the right side. So He might be at left tackle on this snap, but the defensive tackle usually lines up to the weak side of your offensive lineman. So this might be right tackle. Beeman might be the left interior guy. They probably in a odd front, shading the inside of the left tackle right there. And then it looks like that first step. Why would he be stepping forward with his left foot first if you're at left tackle? That left foot should be going backwards. It looks like that left foot is forward. I don't know if he's in the middle of a drop back, but if he was dropping back or doing his kick push out of the left tackle position, those shoulders would be the other way. They would be angled the other way. So it leads me to believe that he's getting some reps at right tackle, which is good. It's not a bad thing. That don't mean we got problems. It just means we're working guys where we can work guys. You don't have to focus them on one position. So yeah, quality stuff right there. I'm just saying, keep your eyes open. With the talent at the offensive line that we have, it would not be a surprise to see guys like Caden Proctor with 3 years of starting under his belt. Wouldn't be crazy to see it. Keep them guessing, Mary J. Facts. That's what we do. Keep them guessing. Make them prepare for everything under the sun. Week 1. Don't come in with limitations. I like the fact that this staff is utilizing their extensive skill sets and thinking and game planning to set us up for success going into this 2025 season. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you all for tapping in. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I appreciate y'all for supporting and thank you for being a part of AAA family. Roll Tide to my Alabama fans and to everybody else in the family, the AAA community, SOS. We'll see you on the next one. What we got tonight? Voice of College Football call-in show. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to kick it off tonight, but if not, I feel like doing some gaming. So give me about an hour and I'm going to go live on TikTok. We're going to be live gaming on TikTok. Pull up if you got time to play. Let's play some user matchups. Be a part of the community and show up. Megan says she missed it. Hey, Megan, we still going to shout you out. Pick your position at wide receiver. Pick your poison. Oh, he said pick your poison at wide receiver. Tonio, I that's what I'm saying. This that pick PYP. PYP, that's what we're going to call this crew, the Pick Your Poison crew. PYPC. Pick Your Poison crew with this wide receiver group. But I appreciate y'all. And again, Roll Tide, AAA family, all my Bama Nation Roll Tide, SOS. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. This has been the Smooth Scoop Alabama Post-Practice Report. I'm your reporter, Coach Smook Hines, and I'll catch you on the next one. Much love, everybody.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like